Hello there. Welcome to RHS Quick Tech, brought to you by Robertson Heating Supply. Today, we're going to be exploring the first video in a pair on checking system components in an LG mini split. Today's, we're going to cover how to check the board and the compressor. My name is James. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do before working on any system is to check the incoming power to either make sure that it's either within spec or not present at all. In this case, we're going to be checking the power supply to make sure it's within our voltage range. And here you can see we're just measuring between L1 and L2. Here's an overview of the board. While it may seem counterintuitive to have the board upside down, this in fact allows us to easily measure and test various components. It may look daunting at first, but as we break it down, I'm sure you'll find it much simpler. Up here we can see the noise filter, which filters incoming power. The inverter capacitors are in this area, which converts AC to DC volts. And finally, here we have the outgoing modulated AC voltage to the compressor. Here's a close-up shot of the noise filter. As you can see, it'll filter the incoming voltage and go through, and then supply power to the inverter. Voltage should always be measured on either side of the noise filter. Essentially, we are looking for low voltage drop. Be careful, as there is some wax-like coating on the back of the board just to protect it from moisture. It can take a second and you might need to take it in. But when you get a reading, record it. And then do the same for the other side of the noise filter. Again, be wary of the same wax-like coating. If you're losing more than 5% voltage across a noise filter, replace the board. And check for dirty power, brownouts, or power surges, as all those things can take out the noise filter. Inverter capacitor. In this section, we can see the inverter capacitor connections. Here and here. It converts AC volts to DC volts. To measure, we're going to measure volts DC, and we're going to measure across each just like this. And here. Again, volts DC. Be careful, there is a coating on here that can make it difficult to measure. Record both of these figures. So what you want to do is take your recorded voltages and see if it's your incoming voltage that we've measured from the noise filter and multiply it by 1.35. Again, 1.35. And it should be the DC volts that we're measuring here very nearly exactly. If we have a significant difference, one of the capacitors may have failed and we're no longer feeding the correct voltage to the inverter. Down here in this section, we can see the outgoing voltage to the compressor. We have W, V, and U. This acts as a three-phase modulated AC voltage to the compressor, and we'll check it just like a normal three-phase compressor. Essentially, we want to measure between each leg. So here, W and V, W and U, and then finally V and U. Essentially, what we are looking for are equal voltages within 5% of each other. If we have one leg that has dropped out, then we know that there is an issue with the inverter board. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully, you've learned something today. For further assistance or complaints, please contact the engineering department at 330-821-9180. Thank you, and have a good day.